Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Citadelum. We are in the final level of the first campaign. The play is over and we have just found a relic which we are going to deliver to one of two gods. I'm going to deliver this to Apollo to use it as a musical instrument because Ceres is always pretty happy with us at the moment, so that's fine. We've also uncovered another army on the map which I think we're probably going to have to go for as well, and we've found another relic, Egeria's Amphora. According to legend, this vessel belongs to a nymph who dwells in one of the springs of Rome, a mystical object from which an endless stream of water flows. We can give this to Minerva. Mars might be a good one to give it to. I think also actually Jupiter, who is less than happy with us. We'll give it to Jupiter. Great. And we can continue exploring. Now, I do want to be very careful of the fact that, you know, we've actually uncovered another town there. Let's have a look. Can we give them some eggs? No, we're not making enough really to be able to do that. But we're going to continue exploring. There's another relic. We're going to give this one to Mars, the Signum, standard of the Roman legions, crowned by a bronze eagle, instills terror in your enemies. I think it's probably best to deliver this to Mars. There we go. And we can continue exploring yet again. We've got another army on the map there, and it looks like we may have lost a scout. Yeah, we've lost an explorer there. But we've got a few new territories explored there, which is great. I'm going to recall all of my scouts that are currently occupied. So we've got one over here, that's fine. But obviously the new army's on the map now. We've got a 128 strong army there, 149 there, and a few in other places. Let's go back into our town then. I'm going to grab a blessing from our main man Mars here. He's going to give me some units because we're going to need to get some armies out on the map pretty quickly to clean up here. As you can see, we have a 100% chance of being raided. We've got military units being trained all over the place though, so we'll be able to get a fair few legions up and running very soon. We are working on getting our patrician houses up and running. This watchtower, for some reason, I think is going to collapse very soon because we don't actually have an engineer's post there to facilitate that. So let's build an engineer's post just on the inside of town. The other thing I want to do is we're actually going to build our Circus Maximus, and I think it's going to go behind the theatre because that's quite a nice place for it, but it is going to mean we need to demolish this wall that we built surrounding the theatre, and then we'll put on our Circus Maximus, get that in there, and it forms its own kind of wall there with the theatre, also right next to the Colosseum, and we can do a few bits and pieces in here. We do need a chariot training building, so I'm going to put that probably here around the back of the school, and we are now at prestige level 9, which is fantastic. I'm going to build a paved road. That's going to have to come along here. We're going to have it run that way and then dot in there, and then let's just put some decorative items in there. We'll put in some large statues just outside of it, and that looks pretty good. Great, so now we can actually train a couple of racers and get some chariot racing on the go. Then we're going to put on a play, and we are also going to have a look at who is less than happy with us. Mars, actually, not too fond of us right now, but that's simply because we've actually just used a blessing from him. So let's put on a festival to Mars. We'll do a half-day festival. There we go. Right, okay, that's going to keep everybody happy. So some of these guys are short on food, and it's pork steaks. I think we are going to need another pig farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look where we got cows there, and then pig farm here. So we're going to do another pig farm, because we've got people who can now actually work in that. So let's get the pig farm in. We'll put it down here. Can I fit it there? That's pretty good. And then we'll put in a road to that. There we go. Right. So that should give us loads more pigs. And then we've got butchers. They're producing a fair bit of steak. So let's just have a quick look. We're on 160, but I do want to boost that. So we'll put another butcher in right there. I'll just pop that up as well. Good. Right, so our food, the granaries are a bit problematic. So if I just find where most of my granaries are, we are going to discard some resources here. We're going to discard what is like currently. Let's go back to this granary. That's full. Got 614 carrots in there. So I think we can actually discard some of those. And that should bring things down. So fish, actually, we'll get rid of, and carrots. And that brings that down. That's good. That granary's got a bit in. this one is completely full, and it is full of onions. That's the big problem there, and filleted fish. So we'll get rid of a load of onions there. That brings that down within a decent range. Good. Right, now this granary fits about everything in it, so we're going to remove everything from that for now. We're going to allow them to take pigs, filleted fish, pork steaks, wine, and I think we'll go with... we'll let them have fish as well. Then, this granary over here isn't getting carrots, wheat, grapes, cabbages, grapes, and wheat. But it does have onions, cows, chickens, wheat, and melons, and cabbages. So we'll disable everything there. We'll have them take... what have we got here? Onion. We'll let them have onions. Then we're going to let them have milk and eggs. That works. And then we're going to have them have cabbages, melons, and wheat. Great. So they're not going to be able to take anything else because that's currently full. This granary here, we are going to allow them to take everything. Then this one is going to take wheat, grapes, cabbages, and carrots. And we'll also let them have the milk and the eggs as well. So it's wheat, it is cabbages, it is grapes, and can't get wine in there because the wineries aren't in range. Milk, eggs, yeah, good. Carrots, and then down here they've got fishmongers, so we'll have them take fish fillets as well. And these guys are going to need to take bread and wine. Good, right, that's done. I think these guys can also take... they're taking everything, so that's fine. Right, good, so we should now have everything kind of distributable across all of our spaces. Let's have a quick look at our resources. So we're consuming 630 wheat per day, but we're producing a lot more. Then our eggs are struggling a little bit. Milk is okay. No, it's not. Milk is not okay. We're going to need more cows. And we're also going to need some more pigs. So currently our pig farms aren't producing enough. Is that because... nope, my granaries are allowing pigs. We do have 48 there. And another pig farm here, which is producing 48. So what's going on here? There we go. That's reached a kind of level that it should be at. There's no space here to store any outbound resources on the cabbages and the grapes. So I'm going to build another granary. We're going to build it here. And then this granary, we're going to disable everything. And we're only going to let them take grapes and cabbages. And then we're going to put maximum workers into it. And that should sort out all of those food distribution issues that we're having. So let's have a quick look. Wheat, we're good. Eggs, we're good. Milk, we are good. Pigs, fine. Fish, fine. Grapes, fine. Medicinal herbs. Now we need something to take on medicinal herbs. Now these guys are taking them, but we are consuming a lot. So we are going to need another medicinal herbs orchard. And that's come at the right time because we currently... have some unemployed people. Now I'm going to allow this granary here to take on medicinal herbs and this one as well. So that's good. They are in range of those two granaries and that should see us start to come into profit there. Yes, 240 medicinal herbs. Carrots are fine. Cheese is not something we're producing right now. Wine, pork steaks, fish fillets, bread, cabbages, onions, melons. Right, our production is pretty good right now. So that's great. So there's no issues moving goods in and around the town. We now have the theatre, which currently has an event underway. People are entertained. The doctor's offices are getting enough. And we are slowly training up our legion. I'm also just going to have this engineer's post get maxed out just so we can avoid any unemployment. And then I think we can put in a few more patrician houses to really drive up our taxes. So we have a look at this tavern here. I'm just looking at various decorative items. So if we have a quick look here, we can get this equestrian statue in there. And another one there. And then we're going to put a garden right in between. Just looking at various little places where I've missed and we've got little gaps and stuff. Like over here we can put in a nice garden or we can put in the plazas and stuff. I'm going to go with some fountains here. And then I wonder if actually... no, I can't. Right. Then we'll put a nice big garden... in the middle. I wanted it really, but we can't do that. We'll just do a nice long strip of gardens there, and then we'll put one of these in. There we go. Okay. Actually, no, we're going to delete this. Better idea. let's go with 4x4 gardens there, and then we'll put this statue in. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. Behind the bathhouse, I think we can probably put in some just normal gardens, and then we'll put some normal gardens in here as well. Lovely. Right. Then I've got some spaces here that I've never actually worked out for this in front of these plebeian houses, so we're going to do that now as well. Let's go with some gardens and then more gardens all the way along. Beautiful. Right, this one's only at 75%, and they need to get 100% to get to the next level. So I think we're going to need to do something here just to really push things up a little bit. So let's get rid of these gardens, and we should be able to put something really nice and decorative in to really finish it off. Like, we've got marble arches and things like that, but that's not going to do much. The obelisk, on the other hand, will give us a nice little boost there, and then a fountain in front of it will boost it even further, and then a circular fountain. Actually, we'll put another square fountain and then another obelisk. There we go. And then that gets them up to 100%. So if we have a look at the decorative areas, let's just go to our overview, housing needs. You can see here we've got one up here that's only 54 and there's 61 here. So that's going to be our next thing to do. Let's go back to our decorative items, and we'll just have a look, because I can just put in some gardens around here and that will solve that issue. But if we put a statue right there, that's going to boost that one. And then a statue can go here, and it's just outside of it. But if I move this school just along one, all of the houses that need the school are still in range, and I can run some gardens along here. We're going to get rid of that and that. Then I'm going to get rid of that one as well. I don't know if you get like diminishing returns on things, but if we can put fountains at the back here, you can see it's gone up in a level, and then we'll get another one in there. That takes that building up to 100%. Now here is still at only 62. So if we can, we'll demolish this again. We'll demolish that and that. Then we'll put another one in there and another one there. And then a fountain at the back. And then we can put gardens right the way along here. That only takes us up to 95. So is there something else we can do? Actually, I've just had a thought. If we can run the colonnade all the way along, that gets it to 100. There we go. Excellent. Right, so they're at 100. We've got 99 there, which is going to bug me, but I'll deal with that. And then 100 all the way through. Everything is very well decorated in the center of my town now. I currently have 23 unemployed citizens, which is a little bit dicey. If we can get like 3 more citizens, we'll have hit our next target of prestige level 10. And we've got one patrician house somewhere that is not yet at level 10, and I don't know which one it is. It's this one here. So they need wine and clothing. They've got everything else they need, so it should be doable. It's literally going to be about getting the wine and the clothing to them. So let's have a look at our wine. Our wine consumption is fine. What about our materials? Our clothing is like at a parity, so we are going to need to go back over here, have a look. Where is our flax and stuff? We've got a flax field there. We've got our weavers. We've got one, and we definitely have a few more. There's the other weaver. They're both producing maximum, so let's do another weaver. We'll put the weaver there, get that maxed out, and then we'll build a little road going out to it. So we should now be overproducing our clothing, which is great. That's what we want. And if I have a quick look now at the map, we've got 278 units ready for battle. And there's 2 smaller armies there that we need to take care of. We've got another 2 there and another... Oh god, there's a lot. Right, okay. So, let's get our legions on the map. We're going to get rid of these 2 first. So let's go with 60 infantry, 80 archers, 40 cavalry, and 2 centurions, 3 centurions. Right, so this legion is going to be my main legion for now. they're going to start taking down this lot, and then we'll reinforce them later. We've got a few battles to get through, and really what we're looking for is somewhere where we can buy spices. That's our main problem at this moment in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a legion of about 50, let's go 60. That's the full legion. Then we'll get our archers in at the back, and our cavalry are going to come here because they're going to charge the first group of archers there, and we'll put in our centurions. Right. Now, what do these mean? I don't know what these ones mean. I want to try and... If I put defensive... If I click on this, does this mean they'll sit back? No, they just charge straight in anyway. Right, now, just going to pause a second. I want my cavalry and my centurion here.
Understood. Yes. Ready to march.
Cavalry are going to go fight them. Can't see my centurion. My cavalry again. My centurion's in amongst them somewhere. Right, okay. Then I want to have my infantry go straight into their cavalry. These archers are also going to fire on their cavalry. Right, off we go. So hopefully the cavalry here will make quick work of the archers that are right there. My infantry are taking down these guys pretty quickly without losing too much themselves. They've also drawn the fire of the archers here, so that's good. And then we're going to sweep across and take out these archers. And that is a quick victory for us. Let's just speed that up now. We know we've got them on the ropes, and we shouldn't have lost too many in the way of our units. We lost 4 cavalry and 15 infantry. Now, we'll be able to reinforce immediately, so we're going to get with our legion again, and we are going to have them be reinforced. So we want to put in another 14 infantry. It's not great, and the cavalry we'll put in as well. Then we're going to go take on this army, but before that, I want to go back to my settlement, and I just want to make sure that I'm still training quite a few. That is prestige level 10. Now all we need to do is find our spices. Once this is done, we will have completed this campaign. You can see all of my buildings now upgrading again because of our new prestige level. Now, archers, I've got quite a few archers. I've got over 100 archers, so I'm only going to train up another 30 of them. Cavalry is taking quite a bit of time, so we're going to just make sure that we've got that stocked up. Archer training here is going okay. Infantry, we're going to boost this up again. Infantry is probably the main thing that we're going to need. We have a quick look at our shield workshop, though, because they seem to be struggling with something. If we have a look, they're just not producing a great deal of them. So let's get another shield workshop, and we need to try and fit that in somewhere. It will just go there. So let's max that out, because again, we've got rampant unemployment at the moment, so we will be able to very quickly fill those job roles that we need to fill. Let's go and take on this army. They are just archers and infantry again, so we should make short work of them. Right, we've got, again, a nice flank there for our cavalry to exploit. I'm going to go with 2 units of cavalry here. They're a little bit on the short side, so we'll bring in... Let's go with cavalry at the back here. We're going to try and split it evenly. So we've got 42, so let's go with 20. 22 on this side, 20 on that side. Then we'll get our infantry here, and I want to try and just spread it out a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to have some archers just support my cavalry, and the remaining archers going to go here. So there, there, and there. Okay, right. Just going to pause it immediately so that I can actually set up where people are going to go and who is going to attack who.
Without question. Yes. By your command.
There we go.
Understood.
Right, this should now work pretty seamlessly.
Without hesitation. Very well.
And off we go. Okay, this is looking better. The cavalry are going straight across to take on the archers there. And the infantry seem to have been split. They're trying, actually, to get at some of my other units, but they have now gotten confused. They're charging the cavalry, but they've got infantry and archers right behind them. They've kind of turned into a little bit of a jumbled mess, but here this is looking like it's going to be a very quick victory for us. And once again, we're going to speed things up. We've wiped them out, and now we're coming across. But again, very easy win. We only lost 6 infantry that time, but 18 cavalry. We might need to build another, like, cavalry training area. But we can now safely explore these 2 regions here. The Legion we're going to recall for now. And I think I might have some more explorers on the map. I'm going to recall one here. This guy has now done what he needs to do. Let's just pause things a second. I'm going to recall a few more explorers. Right, so we've got 4 explorers ready for redeployment. I'm going to put one up here. And then we'll have him explore there. Up here we're pretty clear now, so that's great. Down here we've got a couple of armies that we need to kick out. Oh, 4 armies altogether that we need to kick out. Now I can't actually get into that area because I need to wipe out that army. And I think over here is much of the same. So we've got a big army now, big legion, 254. So we are going to deploy another legion down here. And we're going to have maxed out infantry. We're going to take the archers up to about 80. Let's just have a look, actually. We've got archers and cavalry there. And that's a wide mix. So just archers and cavalry there might be a good hit for us. And everything else is a little bit of a mix. But I do need to get rid of them because we have 4 enemy armies on the map here that we do need to kick out. So the big kind of push now is on military dominance. I'm just going to have a load of archers here. I'm going to drop out a few to give myself room for them. And yeah, that'll do. Right, so we've got a big legion. This is my 6th legion because I keep recalling and redistributing people, but that'll do. Let's go. Now, my hope is that the archers are going to do the bulk of the work here because we've got a lot of cavalry there. We've got quite a few infantry. So what I want to do is I want to try and do a big line at the back here. And these guys are essentially going to be a large force that is going to block everything off as much as possible. Then we're going to have some smaller forces of archers to do the heavy lifting across the rest of the flank, all backed up by centurions. Right. Okay, so our infantry, we really want them to go straight for this cavalry unit here. Let's go. Infantry, go to them. And then my archers here, they're going to go for this pile of infantry. Then these archers at the back are going to try and help take out them. We're going to ignore their archers for now and hope that we can take down the cavalry relatively quickly, because once they're gone we can move on to their infantry. And I'm actually going to have these archers peel away and go for this group of archers now. And this group of archers is going to try and attack them. All gets a bit messy in the middle. We are breaking them down. I'm going to speed up again. Our centurions are pushing into the archers now. We're about to lose all of our infantry, which is not great, but our archers are holding firm. They are probably going to be able to take this one down themselves. Shouldn't take us much longer. There we go. Right, done. We did lose a lot of infantry there, so that's going to be our big push. And this legion will just remain on the map for now, because they'll eventually be reinforced with more infantry. So if I have a quick look, I've only got 2 infantry left ready to deploy. So let's get back to the town. How is our infantry training looking? We're short of wheat, but we appear to have a load in here. I wonder if I can actually just build a new wheat farm out in this area and put a granary in so that we can consistently supply its armor as well that we're short on. That's the thing that I'm missing out, the armor workshop. So we're going to build a new one of them. I think we're going to need a brand new armory as well. Where's our armory? Is that full? No, the armory isn't full. So let's get a brand new armor workshop. So I'm going to need to build a new armory anyway. Then we'll get an armor workshop in. Max that out as well. And max this out. And I think we could probably do with another iron mine. So a second iron mine. Boost that up. And let's get a third one. think a building might have collapsed as well, because I currently have 2 defense personnel who are unemployed. It's probably one of these outer towers. There it is. Right. So now it is going to be about making sure that we are producing enough armor to continue this infantry training. We have a look at our equipment then. We're producing 64 units of armor per day, 64 shields per day, 32 gladius. Let's go and get another armor workshop then. And we'll have another swordsmith. Right, so I think this might be better now. We're getting a load more armor workshops in, and we're starting to produce equipment quite regularly. 96 units of armor per day. Like, thinking about it, where that is probably going to be, that needs to be the thing that we produce most of. Let's have a quick look. Where's my centurions? Where's my centurion training? Cavalry. I need more cavalry, actually, so let's get that put in. Take that up to 40. Archers are being produced. Infantry is looking good. Infantry again. Explorers I'm okay on. Centurions. Let's get more centurions. There we go. We're going to need some pork steaks for that though. So if we go to our food, we're still producing plenty of them. So that's good. Right. So the town itself is in a good way, really. Although they are requiring 3 temples now to keep the gods happy. So Minerva, where's Minerva? We better have a festival for Minerva. Then we're going to go over to Mars again. And we're going to sacrifice a lot of pigs to Mars. Let's go with 30 pigs. That gives us a blessing from him. And he's going to give us some more units. And we can probably continue to do this and get another blessing from him as well. So that's good. Right. Going over to the region map again. You can see now we've got 35 infantry, 54 archers. Lots more coming in. Am I buying olive oil? Yes, apparently I'm buying olive oil for some reason. I don't want to do that. Leave that. You stop selling me oil, please. Right. So we've got this legion here that we do need to reinforce. So we are going to reinforce them with infantry and cavalry. Then over here we had 60 cavalry, 44 infantry and 15 archers. Now I think we can take them. So let's go do that. So as you can see, this episode has been largely about military dominance, like I said. We are going to have our infantry units go over here. Now they're going to try their very best to take down these these cavalry. Then I'm going to have cavalry on this side, and they are going to make a beeline for the other cavalry units. Then they're going to be backed up by what I can only describe as a big wall of archers. We've got one single centurion there. So, right, I'm going to pause again. Infantry to there, cavalry to there. Archers are going to try and target the infantry on the back line. And then these archers are going to go here. Now this centurion, I want to go into that first group of cavalry. For my 31 archers here, they are starting to break the line. You can see the cavalry here are getting taken down as well as the enemy infantry. Over here, they're having a little bit of a difficult time, and those cavalry are about to be wiped out. I think we're going to be able to do it. We are going to need to do some chasing down though. This centurion is really holding on. Little centurions that could, by the looks of things, but this one guy making his final stand.
By your command. Understood.
Come on. There we go. Finally got him. We made some big losses there. That wasn't great, was it? But here, what have we got here? We can get cheese and... yeah, so again, nothing. We're going to recall this legion. Then, we can actually send out an explorer here. and they are going to go explore that region. We got another one there. I don't think we can quite reach it unless... Oh, yes, we can. Now, we've got 2 enemy armies here that are pretty big. I don't think we're going to be able to get them done today. So, we are just going to leave it there. We've made some big ground. We've really tackled quite a bit of the map now. We can recall all of our remaining scouts here. We've actually found a relic that I'm going to deliver to Mars again. And we'll get another blessing from him just before the end of the episode. That should give us another boost to our military. And hopefully when we come back next episode, you can see there the enemy raid risk has dropped because there's now only 2 enemy armies left. And that's really, really helpful for us. So Mars is going to give us a load more units. That's brilliant. And if we have a look now at our town, you can see here we've got 170 archers ready. We've got another relic. Let's give this one to Pluto. We've got 97 enemy units. They are all archers there. We can take them down next episode. Okay, 3 enemy units on the map and a fair bit more exploring left to do. I've got 1, 2, at least 3 regions left. Hopefully, the spice sellers will be somewhere here. Oh, wait. The spices are there. Well, it looks like we're completing the game now. They've been there for ages. Right. Well, let's get back to our town then. I'm going to take this blessing from Pluto. I thought this was going to be a end to the episode. How long has that been there for? I did not know about that. So it's literally 4 days and then we've completed the game. And all we have to do is not get destroyed in that time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep making my army. They do need pork steaks. We are not making enough pork steaks. So we're going to get it back over here. We are going to put in another butchery there. And we're going to max that out. What about a pig farm? Let's put another pig farm in as well. And we'll max that out. So now we should be producing plenty of food per day. Yes, loads of pork steaks and loads of pigs. Great. So with that being maxed out, you should start to see our infantry training pool go up pretty high. So I'm going to bring in a load more infantry because we have so much stuff being produced. I think once you get to that stage where you're pretty self-sufficient and you're making loads of money. I mean, I've never had to touch any denarii for a while, and things are looking really good here. We are in a much better position. We're getting loads of training done, simply because we've got recruits ready on a daily basis, really. We come in with about 70 recruits every single day we have ready, and that's always useful. So 7 occupation every time in my recruits barracks, and I've got 10 of them. So the army is constantly replenishing itself. And I think we're going to leave it there. So thank you all for watching another episode of Citadelum. I think next episode will be our final one in the series of the main campaign because we are in a much stronger position, ready to take on whoever opposes the mighty Roman Empire. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.